Now let's say we want to automate a plugin, not just the send level for it, but we want to change some parameter in the plugin. So we'll start with this reverb here. So I go to the auto little tab here, and this shows me the parameters that I can automate for this deverb. So let's change the decay time and add it to the list of things that can be automated and say OK. So there's a green circle around the decay time now. That tells me that it can be automated. Let's also add the algorithm to that list. Say OK. Now there's a green line around the algorithm. So green lines mean these are able to be automated. So then I change read to write, and the green changes to red, telling me that it will be automated. Whatever I change in the course of my automation pass will be changed. So let me change the decay time a little bit. Just write a short little automation move. And now it's switched to latch, and my decay time will change. I'll play it back. There's the move. Let's do one more. I put an EQ behind this reverb in the signal flow. So if I click here, the plugin window changes to EQ, and I lose the reverb. But if I go back to reverb, and I click this red square over here, and then I click EQ, I get a standalone plugin window for my different EQ. If I clicked this red square and added yet another plugin, it would pop in somewhere in here, and then I could drag it. And so you can have many plugin windows open at the same time. That's what that little red square is for. So here I have a little notch filter at 1000, and I want to change that parameter over time. Do a little sweep of this shaker as it passes through the reverb. So again, I go to Auto and get the list of things that can be automated. Let's add frequency to that list. I'm in the EQ now, not the deverb, and say OK. And it now has turned red, that it can be automated. Now, why isn't it green? Well, because this isn't green. This is still red from the last automation pass that I wrote. So I'll start automation and change this little filter sweep. There's the first move on the reverb already being made. And let's switch back to automation read. Everybody turns green now. And let's play and watch the moves happen. And there are both automation moves that we wrote in. When you have automation the way you like it, there's a button that's handy called Save. And if I hit the Save button on both of those parameters, and then I change to write, nobody gets red. This guy's still green, these guys are still green, because automation can't be written on these parameters when they're in safe mode. If I uncheck safe, then I can go back and rewrite, overwrite, amend, and get these parameters to do what I want them to do. Let's say I'm happy with my changes. I change back to automation read, and I'm ready to move on to another part of my mix.